Okay, so you guys are probably wondering why we're always recording in the room. It's mostly because we're not supposed to record the panels, which sucks, but the camcorder is kind of obvious, as I mentioned in my earlier video, so we can't kind of be obvious about it, but we can use the phones and the camera, so we're trying to slowly sneak it away. You just have to play it casually. So, what have I done since you've last seen me? I went to Richard Speight, I pronounced his name wrong, Jr.
Speight.
Thank you, David. Jr. He played Trickster Gabriel on Supernatural, but he's also, I guess the best famous thing most mainstream people would know him from is the Pepsi Max commercials. You know, the little short Pepsi Max truck driver person, distributor, who hangs out with Snoop Dogg? That's him. So, and then it was also Matt Cohen, who played a young John Winchester, or Michael, the Archangel, depending on, you know, which vessel, on Supernatural. So, it was a very funny panel. They worked very well off each other. They were doing goofy dancing, and actually at one point in the panel, Jared Padalecki got back on stage as well. I was waiting in line to ask a question. Never got to ask my question, but that's okay. I was pretty close up. It was a very low-key, fun vibe. There was the cutest little girl. She must have been like 14. She went to Here on Me. Well, maybe Here. And she was chit-chatting. She was so excited. This must have been her first con, and she was super excited. She would go up, and she hugged Matt Cohen, and she's like, oh. Obviously, when you're little and you're like a kid, they'll let you get away with stuff. But the panel was awesome. Now, after the panel, I did the photo op with Matt and Richard. I've actually already have a picture with Richard once before, but I ain't got a lot. I was 30 pounds heavier, so I wanted another photo op. So, and of course, I didn't pay for that one unless you count the movie ticket for the Gasborough Film Festival for leave. But for the most part, I was sober this time too, so it's got a different feel. However, being sober did not stop me from asking the demonic toys question. If any of you have ever seen demonic toys, which, if you're watching this, you're probably one of my friends, or David, so the likelihood is probably a lot higher than the general population. It's a full moon movie. Its famous character is, Baby Oopsie Daisy, who's funny in that movie, but even funnier in Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. Anyways, Richard had a brief role. It was, 20 years ago this movie came out. He was like some sort of fast food place. He looked really dirty. So, as usual, my ass gets in the picture. Getting ready. You know, these things are really in and out. It wasn't as quick as Bruce Campbell's, because you could actually say hi and talk to him for about a minute, but it was pretty quick. So I'm in the middle between these two guys, and all of a sudden, right before the picture gets taken, I was like, I didn't get to ask you that question about demonic toys. Snap. And then the photographer looks at it and has a look, and Richard's like, yeah, we're going to have to do it over, because I know my face was like this. And then we got a picture again, and he's like, yeah, you'd be the only one who's ever seen that movie. So it was a funny little story. While I was waiting in line, there was a girl, she looked kind of cool in my opinion, because she's bald. She was wearing a pink kind of frilly dress, kind of contradiction. Thigh high was a pink and white striped sock, kind of reminded me of my Hello Kitty ones. The other was white. She was very quirky and whatever. Started talking to her, so I'm going to follow her on Twitter. Her name is Me Silly Woohoo. Okay, and Dave's motioning to me, so I must...
No, since you forgot, it's on camera for Twitter.
Oh.
And what's your poison, by the way?
We're taking it low-key so far. So this is cider. Dave had the last of the berry cider. I'm having regular cider. It's Ace. Ace is organic. It's all vegan also, which I don't know if it's organic. It's definitely vegan. We do know that.
PETA website.
According to PETA. Yay, PETA. So now I'm just nursing it, and I'm not really going to nurse it longer. We've got probably an hour till our ride comes, of which we're going to a bar where they play blah, blah, blah. Play pool, and there's karaoke. So we are going to do the local vibe. We already did the Mad Cow.
Wild Cow.
Wild Cow. Mad Cow would have been a really bad name. Wild Cow was really cool, laid back, so... And, side note, so we get back from the earlier panel with Jensen and Jared. It was a good panel, but it was running late. So we come in. The maid has come in, done the room service, and I'm looking around, and she had moved, and I didn't notice this then. I noticed this after when I'm changing. Moved my suitcase from the floor to the little suitcase rack. So my suitcase was open as is, like it was unzipped. So for her to pick it up, she probably had to be careful. She probably opened it, or maybe picked it up first, tried to move it, and things fell out, and she put stuff back in. The important part of the story is, do you know what was in the suitcase up until a minute ago? So, all I gotta say is we're probably gonna really tip the maid really good for having to deal with the hassle of the flogger.
Late boys and
yes,
girls, what is that?
Yes, this is leather, but it was a gift. And if it was intentional, we did not buy this. If we were going to buy one, we'd buy a non-leather because we're pro animal rights. But when someone gives you a Christmas gift of a flogger, which that in itself is a little weird, but when someone gives you a gift, you're not rude to not accept it. Okay, that's Shelly, and that's David wearing his awesome shirt, which let's take a picture of David's shirt. It is, I like vagina. He's straight, obviously. Okay, so that's it for now. We will probably take some video of the karaoke in the bar. See ya.
I'm sure the guys are asking how big your boobs are.
It's a mystery of time. Off.